are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Fnu Lu says, my friend just called me and she said the folks in the consultancy firms advising Iraq are kicking around the notion of tokenizing the IQD. Will they? Won't they? Nobody knows. The idea is being kicked around, so I'll let you know as soon as I am told. Talk about simplifying things. This would take all current traps involved in a classic RV and could be done the right way with little to no friction. This is a classic case of need versus utility. Question: what would the implications be for the paper currency? Afnulu says nothing really for paper money. It would be for the international community and cross-border payments and could easily be the way in which Iraq pays out revalued note exchanges. It would remove all the friction as you could simply experience a deposit into your bank account where the token was adjusted and converted into USD in a matter of seconds. Real-time transference as you stand there making your exchange. All right, Militiaman article quote, Al-Stan balances U.S. and Iran for stronger Iraq. It's a big picture situation. The Prime Minister al-Sudani is working to keep Iraq independent, balancing U.S. and Iran influences to avoid wars and build a stable country. Al-Sudani has been relatively neutral. He's not sleeping on anyone's party's feet. He's been very successful in that, and I think the world knows that. He's done a really good job. In the polls, I've seen he's ready, about 60% win. That's pretty big. Pimpy says Al-Sudani has provided the most stable political, economy, and investment environment Iraq has seen in a very long time. In order for this to continue, Al-Sudani needs to be put back in office because if the coordinating framework puts in one of their own, I can guarantee you we will go all the way back to square one. These elections are something we need to keep an eye on. So let's hope Sudani gets back in there, because if he doesn't, there's a good possibility we start all over with square one again. All right, Nader from the Mideast article quote, Iraqi Dinar government attempts to preserve value. The only way to keep the value, to get the value stronger, is by change the exchange rate. The only way to preserve a value, to get better value, is by co-sign the rate and their money and their currency. That's the only way they can do that. All right, Fanulu, everyone is getting all lathered up over this rumor of new notes. From my investigation, the only sources of this report come from YouTube videos that do provide any provenance. There are no official CBI, GOI, De La Rue, or IMF articles or references. There are no currently running press releases or television commercials to be found. I believe we are witnessing is a hype-up campaign. If these reports were true, there would be evidence and provenance in the way of official press releases. What we have, folks, is a sophisticated hype event, as every AI-generated YouTube Dinar channel is running with the same story, zero proof. The RV is not imminent, according to Guru Fnulu. All right, Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report, Firefly. Iran's Guardian Council just approved a bill that passed today to remove and delete 4 zeros from their exchange rate. Frank says Trump is affecting every currency on planet Earth that wants to do business with the United States of America. And lastly, Tishwash has an article, quote, the Iraqi dinar without zeros. The Central Bank of Iraq launches a historic reform. Quotes, the Central Bank of Iraq has officially confirmed that it's moving forward with its long-awaited zero project, a massive financial reform that will fundamentally reshape the country's economy and its standing on the global stage. The real shift occurs in the subsequent adjustment of the exchange rate. The central bank has developed several scenarios with internal studies predicting that the floating dinar could stabilize automatically at a value in the distant future between 322 and 425 dinars to the dollar.